that's playing some really good football are the Kansas City Chiefs. Took care of the Bucs 41-31, and I just heard this over the internet, and if it's on the internet it has to be true, but this game, the Chiefs really treated this one like it was a Super Bowl. I heard Grant already has a September Super Bowl champions shirt on the way. Chiefs came out big, and I heard they did what the Raiders did out in 2020, where they actually took a victory lap around Raymond James Stadium after the game was over. And the Bucs, they're going to be fine. They're still working through some things. They've got some, Brady first game back with all of his weapons. O-line is still working on some things. The defense needed some work. I know that was going to be a lot something for the defense was going to be the key to that success. Thought they would be able to kind of neutralize Mahomes a little bit, but that game started off bad for the Bucs with a fumble right out the gate. You give Pat Mahomes a short field, you can just count yourself as being down 7-0, and then another turnover, and the Bucs were playing from behind. But Grant, when is your September Super Bowl shirt getting here, and are you going to be wearing it on next week's podcast?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but the game was actually played October 2nd. So
same thing. First month Super Bowl, week 4, September, October.
That does not count because actually that shirt every year belongs to the Oakland Raiders.
No, I heard it on the internet that they unloaded the clip of their playbook. They threw out all the stops for this game to win because they're not gonna. If they play in the Super Bowl, they're not gonna win.
They're gonna lose to the Ravens. I predicted it.
Grant is just he's not going to say he's mad, but you can just see his facial expressions, Ethan, that he is just like, I can't believe I'm having this discussion with these clowns.
He wants to swear at us, but he won't because he's a nice human. He doesn't swear in public. At least doesn't say some certain words. He wants to call us a certain word right now.
He's biting the lip. Oh yeah, he wants it now. What that's telling me, Ethan, is he 1,000% bought, since it's not September Super Bowl, first month Super Bowl champion shirt that he'll be wearing on the next podcast.
I will not be wearing that shirt. Because I did not order said shirt.
You're right. I ordered it for you. I knew you wanted it so bad.
That a boy. I can't guarantee that I'll wear it, but the thought is there. That since you ordered it for me, that it will show up on my front step. But I cannot guarantee that it will be worn, but I can also not guarantee that it will not be worn.
Yep, it's your early Christmas present.
And that boy. I appreciate that. So thanks in advance for that.
Dylan's shirt says Jerry's daddy.
My shirt says Jerry's
daughter. I don't know, one of the two.
So Jerry is his daddy?
No, Jerry's daughter sounds better.
Who's Jerry?
Jerry Jones?
Oh, I'd have a lot more money if I was Jerry's daughter. Sure. Yeah, sign me up. Whatever.
And you would not be living where you were living now.
No, I wouldn't mind living here in the summer, but yeah, when it gets cold, yeah, I'll move down to Texas. I'll go hang with Jerry, and maybe I can talk some sense into him.
No.
That's not going to happen. The dude's almost 80 and he's worth how many $1 billion? You're not going to knock any sense into that guy.
Well, maybe technically I am too, because we're family.
No, he's an old white guy. He doesn't listen to anyone who's younger than him.
Does he die before we're 40?
Yes. I think so.
Oh shit. We're what? Well,
27.
Ethan's 11. You're 12. Yeah, jeez. Why do you got to talk about us being 40? That's a long ways away. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm already closer. I
graduated in 2012, not 2011. So thank you.
He was just born in '93.
Yeah, I'm just old for my age.
And well, I'm the youngest and the prettiest. And we're talking about the Chiefs-Bucs. So Grant, what were your thoughts on the Chiefs-Bucs game?
I was glad they finally the Chiefs finally tried to establish the running game where they said, hey, you know what? We're just going to go after these guys. Like what I said last week, Andy needs to stop doing these RPOs and just have these designed run plays. They were able to get, the offense in 2nd and 6s and 2nd and 5s all night and slow that pass rush down, because you can't rush the passer when you're tired from getting your butt kicked in the running game all day. And then also when you look at that, these two running backs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Isaiah Pacheco, competing not only against the Bucs defense and trying to rip their heads off, but competing against each other. Collinsworth said that in the broadcast where, Clyde would have a nice run for 7-8 yards. Then later that drive, Pacheco would come in, and they were battling each other. So it was nice to see that friendly competition between the two guys, and Andy getting this running game going by saying, you know what, we're going to design these plays. We're going to pull a couple backside guard, backside tackle, and we're going to try to go at this Bucs defense. So I hope they do that going forward, because if they do that going forward and you're able to consistently run the ball like this with Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy drawing up these plays, this offense would be hard to stop. You'll be able to win a lot of football games playing like that.
Yeah, well, and you talked about it. I clipped a reel about it for our Instagram page, which everybody should go follow, 3GTB podcast. And they looked comfortable. The line looked really good. And any time where the Bucs would try to make a comeback, the Chiefs would deliver a knockout punch.
Yeah, they never got it back to within that one possession game after it was 7-3. When it was 14-3 Chiefs, it was always a 2-possession game from that. And, when you're playing a team like the Bucs with Tom Brady at the quarterback spot, you're not going to get stops, but you need to kick, make them kick 1 or 2 field goals and then have a couple turnovers. And that's what they did all night. And also it was nice to see on the offensive end, Juju Smith-Schuster getting a lot more comfortable. MVS had a couple nice passes and a couple drops, which has plagued him since his Green Bay days. But again, you get this running game going, you get Pacheco, let the offensive line go forward. These receivers and Mahomes will get more chemistry. It could be a hard offense to stop. You're going to win a lot of football games with that.
Pacheco's freaking good.
Yeah.
He's shifty. He's hard to tackle.
And, he's got such a low center of gravity. There was multiple times where you'd have guys like Devin White or Levante David who could not bring him down by themselves. You needed 2 or 3. And even then, he kept driving and he kept plowing. And it looked like they took to this Bucs defense and they were not ready to get hit in the teeth the way they were, the way that they did.